because I'll forget. So the floor is with Ashraf Noor and everybody else to enjoy the call. I'm going to put myself on.
Hello, traders and guys, QB and family members. And yes, we are back to, as always, Monday webinar. Just let me share with my screen with you guys. Okay, so just to recap this webinar, just to people who are joined newly, what we do in this webinar on weekly webinar. Basically, what we do, we analyze the market, both fundamental point of view and the technical point of view. We analyze the opportunities, upcoming opportunities, and plus we will explain how we analyze today in MyQFX platform and help our traders to squeeze a very nice pip. So at least then you will understand the whole concept, how we analyze the market every single day and how we help our traders through MyQFX platform to squeeze amazing profit. So if you are new, so just to let you know, MyQFX is the gateway for practical Forex training and a real-time market analysis. MyQFX is a comprehensive Forex training and market analysis platform designed for both novice and experienced traders, whether you are just starting your trading journey or as a seasonal professional trader. MyQFX offers tools and insight you need to succeed. Okay, so as always, before we start, and we have to go through the disclaimer, and disclaimer is basically, let me show you. Okay, so we are not affiliated with, nor we do
Can you hear
represent
symbols?
any.
Is it coming from my side? Can you hear some noise, or is it just me, like symbols?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, symbols of
the musical instrument that bashes together, I can hear cymbals. So I thought, is it something that I need to turn off? That's why I thought you can't hear it. That's fine. It must be my computer. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So as always, just a homework, we have to, explain disclaimer. We are not affiliated with, or nor we do represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. We are not licensed or qualified to provide investment advisory. Any trading decision we share are for information purpose only and should not be taken as financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your responsibility. Okay, so let's look at the format is we are going to see this week upcoming fundamental news, because it's a very important, being as a trader, the first key important thing we have to find out what kind of fundamental news is about to release and how that's going to make impact to the financial market. Once we understand those impact news timing, and then we look at the technical aspect point of view, then we can see how the price is behaving when this news is going to release. And then we have narrowed down through our MyQFX platform to refine entries and exits. So this is what exactly we do every single day. So this is only once in a week. So we're just going to look at the in a high time frame, just to give you an idea. So if you look at this week, Monday, we did not have any high impact news. And you have seen the market hasn't developed any volatility, but still, being as an intraday trader, most of the traders have squeezed nice pips, which is I'm going to show you in a minute how we analyze the market. Tuesday, we don't have any high impact news, but we have a medium impact news coming for the cable. And we also had a Trump speech coming tomorrow at 9 p.m. London time. Then Wednesday, we have, core CPI data month by month for dollar, CPI data month by month, CPI data year by year. But if you look at the data we look at, this is basically the previous data, and this is the forecast data. So if you look at here, the previous data is 0.2% and the forecast data is 0.3%, which is, if you look at here, it is expected higher than this one, which is a good sign for forecasted for the dollar. This is exactly the same, which is still considered as a positive. And this is also considered 2.5% versus 2.3. So if you look at this data forecasted based on that, we are expecting strength on dollar. So Wednesday, based on the data. But when this 130, when the actual figure is going to come, that's going to be the important. Then we realize, then we're going to analyze the market. If the data is according to the forecasted is a good sign for the dollar, then obviously the pair we trade against the dollar, probably more likely we're going to find the opportunities, short opportunities. So this is Wednesday. Thursday, we have data coming, GDP month by month. The previous data was positive. This is negative, which is a negative sign for the cable, pound. Then we have 30, that's another sign for negative for the pound. Then we have 1:30 p.m. core PPI data month by month and PPI data month by month. If you look at this data is positive. So if you look at it previously, it was minus 0.4%. And this PPI month by month is 0.2% versus this one. But if you look at this data for the dollar, both of them represent as a positive. As that's a good sign for the dollar. Previously is a give them forecast is a good sign for the dollar. This one, 2 news, and plus we have unemployment claim, which is 242K versus 247K, which is a good sign for the dollar because less people are unemployed is good sign considered for the dollar. So if you look at based on these 2 days news, especially for the dollar, is forecasted as good sign for the dollar. So now that's basically we have built our bias that, okay, expected good numbers. So when the data is going to release, then we will look at if the data is released according to the forecast, good sign, then we look at the opportunity accordingly. So Friday, we have data coming again, consumer sentiment. This is, if you look ahead, expected slightly higher, good sign. This is the forecast, this one, inflation expectations is not given this data. So we'll see, they haven't, at the moment, we don't have any forecast. By the time around Thursday, we might going to have some forecast data. Well, we will see. But at that time, we have these 2 data is coming. One is expecting positive. So what we can get as a, we can basically get an idea that this week we are expecting strength on dollar based on this, fundamental news that is going to release. So we look at now, basically, this is what we have developed our mindset based on the forecast. The news is expecting a good sign for the dollar. Then we look at the technical point of view. So we're going to look at, see what sort of data is going to, release for the, for the dollar. So we normally look at the dollar index. Dollar index is basically, we look at every single day. We look at the overall situation of the dollar, and then because we don't trade dollar index, but we use as a our main indicator, finding the strength of the dollar, and then we trade mainly all the other major pairs against the dollar. So if you look at the daily point of view, so what we can see here is, keep in mind the news is projected, forecasted as a strength on the dollar, but we have to see the technical point of view, because as always mentioned to my, traders, that trade what you see here. So here, what we can see here, because all these candlestick pattern give us some sort of sign of weaknesses or strength. But if you look at this area point of interest, we have, this is the low was created before. Price came back to this low and created this false breakout. And we have this rejection. And after this rejection, we have very strong bullish candle. This is probably developed on Sunday. You can see here, very strong. This is what we call a bullish engulfing candle that give us the bull strength. So the current candle is not finished yet. So we'll see in upcoming days. If we see the rejection here, then I'm expecting continuation, right? This is what I'm expecting here. Plus we have the data projection of the news projection is good sign for the dollar. But if, and we have this candle is give us the sign of strength of the dollar. So we'll see if upcoming days, if we see the rejection at this level, then I'm expecting continuation to the upside. Keep in mind, this current candle is not finished yet. This is the daily candle. So you might going to see probably if the candle close within this inside the candle, that is which call indecision candle, which is a bearish bearish inside candle pattern. So there might be a possibility price might gonna create this spike. That can be a possibility based on the news, because that's why I don't recommend my traders to trade during the news. So this news, that might be a possibility price might gonna create a spike. But overall, what we can see here based on the fundamental data, news, and based on the current price action in daily, we can see there might be a possibility of continuation to the upside. So if you look at now, we have to narrow down in 4 hour. So in 4 hour, what we can see here, we're going to follow the basic price action. And the basic price action is telling us we have a huge rejection. We can see here the seller try to break this low, but fail. We have a huge rejection here. And after that, you can see here we have a bullish engulfing candle. And after that, we can see a strength on dollar, and the price even broke on the previous high. So what we're expecting here is after this breakout, price develop pullback. That's the sign of continuation to the upside. So that's what we're expecting it, but we have to look at here the candlestick pattern. We can see here the price reverse. Price also respected this area. We have a very strong bearish candle, which is covered more than 50% of this one. So what I'm expecting here is if the price candle close above this level, that's the sign of continuation to the upside. So that's what we're expecting here. But if you look at the overall, what kind of price action or price develop a pattern. So if you look at here, price nicely respected this area. And we have another point of interest, which is you can see here, the price nicely respected from here to here. You can see here, we're looking at sort of like a symmetric triangle pattern is developing. It is not developed yet. So more likely we'll see if the price rejected this area, then I'm expecting continuation to the upside. That's a sign of continuation based on the daily, based on the news. This is what I'm expecting here. But let's say if the price fail, because as you know, a lot of things happening in the US, or might be Trump say anything, or if the price gonna break and give us the confirmation, and that's the sign of continuation to the downside. So technically for the downside, I need some sort of confirmation in order for to look the opportunity. But being an intraday trader, guys, we also look for the opportunity either towards the trend or either towards the counter trade. So this is the dollar index. So let's look at the Euro USD. Let's look at the Euro USD. Let's move into the daily candle. Let's see here what sort of candle stick. And if you look at here, we don't have any high impact news for the euro, but we are trading Euro USD. So probably USD is the key news for us in order to basically look for the opportunity on Euro USD. So if you look at the, if you have watched my last week analysis, I already mentioned this point of interest. This is the fib level. I said to you guys, this is the area of interest where I'm looking some sort of price action rejection, which price did now. So in daily candle, what we can see here, if you look at here, after this rejection at this level, we have, this is very strong bearish candle, sort of like, if you look at the body size, we can see a bearish engulfing candle. That's the good sign for the downside, but you can see the price nicely respected here. So what I'm expecting here is for the Euro USD, because if you look at here, the price repeatedly respected, we haven't seen any candle close above this level. There might be a possibility price might gonna create another spike and then possibility give us a confirmation and look for the short trade here. That might be a possibility based on the news. We are expecting some good data for the dollar, but just in case if the data is not good, because those data is forecasted, is not released yet. So let's suppose if the data is negative, then I'm expecting continuation and candle should close above this level and give us the confirmation. That's the sign where I'm looking for long here. So this is the high time frame bias for the whole week. This is what we are expecting it. But if you look at the 4-hour chart, in 4-hour chart we have, you can see here on Friday, if you are following our MyQFX YouTube channel. We had this beautiful short trade here, and after that price developer, inside candle pattern. So we had a beautiful long trade before, then price came back. We had a short trade here, and looks like price is respecting here. So if you look at the price action here, what we can see here, the price reverse in 4 hour. And for me, the most important part is this is the area of interest, which is I'm looking for it, because you can see here the price. So technically, based on the price action, price broken, and price should do like that. Respect this area, which is price refuse to stay above this level. And after that, price came back and retest. We also had the short trade here. Now, this is the point of interest for me to look at. There might be a possibility price might gonna come back and develop double top here, and then possibility of counter short trade. That might be a possibility. Another possibility the price action is telling us is, if you look at here, we have this sort of like impulsive reaction, and after the impulsive, you can see here sort of like the price is developing a bearish flag pattern, but it's too early to say. We don't have any high impact news data tomorrow, so there might be a possibility price might gonna be stay within the structure, and if the data release, if the data is good for the dollar, then I'm expecting push to the downside. That might be a possibility. If the data is bad for the dollar, then I'm expecting here price should break, give us the confirmation, and then sign of continuation. So these are the possibilities we are looking moving forward. And now let me share with you how we analyze, because as such we are a MyQFX platform as intraday analysis. The reason why we intraday analysis, because we always find opportunity whether the price is going up and down, but we analyze the market through the price action point of view, and we always look for the opportunity long and short. So let me share with you the Euro USD. Again, this is the platform. We analyze the market every single day. You can customize. We normally produce analysis all these for all the 12 major currency pair, but you can customize which pair you want to focus it, and that's better in order to not to miss any opportunity. But if you look at the Euro USD, and if you look at the today's analysis, so the market open, we have the price develop sort of like a symmetry triangle pattern. And the way we explain trader here, if you look at here, the price broken. So technically, as mentioned here, in the 4 hour, the price break, we need a confirmation to continuation, but price refuse. Price also refused here, and the price came back here and give us the confirmation. That give us the high probability of continuation. But as mentioned to my trader, price develops sort of like a consolidation. But what happened here, the price nicely broken in this area, and after that we have another pullback. As soon as the price hit our fib channel, which is our MyQFX, we have our own proprietary system target at this level, then we suggest our trader it's time to consider banking some pips or move your stop loss at the break even. So if you look at the basic price action, because that's what we have, if you look ahead, the price nicely broke on the previous high, and after that the price nicely retest, give us the confirmation, then we have another one. And this is the first analysis we did. And afterwards we look at the price action again, and we look at how the price behave. So this is what we explain our trader. If you look at here, the price come back here, and this is the high is broken. Even after that, price retest, give us this confirmation. So what we were expecting it, the price should continue the way the price behave. For example, here you can see here the price broke on this high. After that, price respect, then price broke on this high, and the price should respect. Beautiful, and the price broken here. We were expecting the price should respect here, which price did. But what happened after that? Price impulsively came back here, and now we have a choice, because there might be a price develop consolidation. So that's what we do this analysis and explain our trader, let the price come out from this pattern or break the structure and look for the opportunity. And what happened here, the price, this is the low broken, and after that price retest, and the price broke on this area and beautiful breakout. This is the area which is the previous low and the fib level. This is what we explain over trader. It's time to consider banking some profit, or at least move your stop loss at the break even. Because being an intraday, we explain all that information, we broadcast that data, and afterwards, as soon as the price reverse, we look at here the price action, what sort of price action is being developed. So based on that, we did another broadcast analysis, and again, which as you can see, a pretty standard price broken this level and price should continue this level. But if you look at here, price respected here, we did this analysis. Let's see here if the price came back and retest. You can see here, price came back and retest, give us the confirmation. This is the high is broken, and that's what we explained trader. It's time to consider move your stop loss at the break even. So you can see here, just based on this little movement of price action, and if you look at here, we have this long trade here, this one, and then we also had a short trade here, and then we also had a long trade here. So based on the analysis, which is basically all the price action, we don't basically just focus on the indicators, we mainly price action, and based on that, we basically broadcast that information. But you can apply the same price action in 4 hour. So that's basically the Euro USD, and which is already explained to you what we're looking for moving forward. The data is forecast is good sign for the dollar. So my point of interest upcoming, this is the area which is I'm looking forward. If I see the price break, give us the confirmation, then am I gonna break this low and this low continuation? But if the data is good for the dollar and prices refuse, then I'm expecting possibility of continuation. We will see. But being an intraday, we also squeeze up and long and short trade here. So this is basically the Euro USD. And let's look at the pound dollar now. And if you look at the pound dollar, and if you look at the daily candlestick pattern, so if you look at the daily candlestick pattern, this is the point of interest which I explained in my last webinar. I'm looking here, price action. So if you look at the daily candlestick pattern, price nicely try to break, but price refuse. We have this rejection. And with this rejection, we have, if you look at this candlestick, the body is very strong, bearish engulfing candle. Price nicely, develop a bearish momentum. And after that, price also reverse. And you can see here the price is retesting this level. And now we have, what are the possibilities is, if, as we expecting based on the news for the good data. So what I'm expecting here is upcoming time, I'm looking for, if the price gonna break, then it's a sign of continuation to the downside. For the long side, I really need price to break, give us and confirmation for the long side. So, and if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one is not confirmed yet because this candle is not finished in a daily candle. If you see this rejection, that's the good sign for to the downside. So that we will find out upcoming days and upcoming hours. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, so if you are following my MyQFX YouTube channel, we have Friday, we had this beautiful short trade here, support level. If you look at this candle, we have inside candle pattern. After that, we had a nice, beautiful, long trade here. As you can see here, if you look at the price action, we have the price action come back and then break this one. And after this low, price also respected. We had a beautiful short trade here. And afterwards, price also respected. We also had a long trade here. So being an intraday trader, we always look for the opportunity. For example, here we have inside candle pattern. So we were looking price action at this level. So being an intraday in MyQFX platform, we have broadcasted this analysis when the market opened. So we had this beautiful long trade here. And once the price hit this level, again, that's the area of interest. This is what we're looking here. And then we also had this short trade here. We traders with nice pips. And then once we see the price rejected at this level, if you look at here, the price respected here many times. So we're looking at price action as soon as the price reverse. So we also had a counter long trade here. So I'm going to show you in my QFX platform how we analyze this journey, how we analyze this journey based on the price action, and how we analyze this long trade here. So in upcoming days, what we're looking at this week, as mentioned here, this is the point of interest. I'm looking for price to, give me the confirmation. If I look at what sort of price action has been developed, if you look at here, you can consider this one as a head, this one as a shoulder. So if I see upcoming days, if the price refuse to break this level, then I'm expecting continuation to the downside, as we are expecting good data for the dollar. So that's basically in upcoming days we are expecting here. And now let me share with you how we analyze the market today as the market open, how we did analysis in my QFX platform. So if you look at the pound dollar data, and let's look at today's analysis. So this is the analysis we broadcast. We broadcast this analysis just before the market open, as explained over trader, the price we are looking at, price action. So which we explain over trader. If you look at here, we have this false breakout. We have this false breakout, and price is in decision phase. So we are looking, if the price gonna break this area, then we're looking opportunity. So this is the breakout opportunity we're looking at. But again, that's purely the price action we had it. So once the price broken, we also broadcast that information through Spike, the price broken. And if you look at here after that, price behave accordingly based on the price action. What I mean for that, first of all, our indicators also give us the high probability. Momentum is bullish, but if you look at the basic price action, the price broke on this high. And if you look at here, after this breakout, price to give us the confirmation. So we had this beautiful long here. That's another pullback, and the price broken. And every time when the price break and you reset high and low, there's always opportunity we look at as a pullback. And that's the high probability trades. So again, all this fib channel, we consider our first target. So you can see here, as soon as the price develop first target, we suggest in our MyQFX platform that it's time to consider banking some pips, or at least move your stop loss at the break even. So if you look at here, once we bank some profit, and when we look at in 4 hour, we look at the price action here, and then we broadcast that information, and which is a pretty standard, which is self-explanatory. We explain our trader every single day through live analysis that we are expecting here the price broke on this high and give us the confirmation, price broke on this high and retest, but here price refuse, price also refuse here. So what we did, we basically did this analysis. I said, okay, let the price break. You can see here price respected many times this point. So I say, let the price break and look for the opportunity accordingly. And because price was at the major resistance level at 4 level, and price refused, developed false breakout here, did not respect. That give us the high probability there might be a possibility of counter opportunity. But what happened here? So price broke on this low here, price broke on this area. This is the high point of view because price respected previously. And we were expecting price should respect. Instead, price respect, price refused to break. And after this breakout, if you look at here, without the changing the color stick of the candle, price nicely came back, give us the confirmation, and then the point of continuation to the downside. This is the area which previously price respected many times. That's what we suggest on MyQFX traders, that it's time to at least consider remove your stop loss break even, or consider banking some profit. So then we look at the price action. So this is, then we look at the price action. What we see here is we look at the what sort of price action has been developed, because we're also looking in a 4 hour chart. The way we look at here, if you look at here, this is the first high is broken, and the price also respected here, and price also respected here, also respected here, twice here, price also respected here, you can see here. So while the price is here, it's basically give us the indecision situations. The way we explain, this is the breakout opportunity, the trader that let the price come out from the structure and look for the opportunity. As you can see here, the previous price action is telling us double bottom here, price nicely broken. Even the price hit this level right now. And when the price was moving this level, and as I suggest to consider tightening your stop loss, we give the suggestion to traders. But if you look at the pound dollar right now, price also hit this fib channel, and now what we're expecting here is as long as the price stay above this level, there might be a possibility of pullback long here. That's what we're expecting here. And we have this impulsive, and after impulsive, if the price develop a correction, because now the London is closed and there's no high impact news, and you can see here the volatility in the market is become very slow now. So this is what we're expecting here. The first priority will be we're going to follow the basic price action. The price should develop a pullback here and sign of continuation to the upside, and the target around this level. Let's say if the price refuses to respect this area, then as being an intraday trader, we have to wait for the price to break, give us the confirmation, then look for the short trade here. So this is what we're expecting here. As you can see here today, we had a 3 analysis for pound dollar, and we squeezed some nice pips. So upcoming days, now we're going to look at the morning. We're going to see what sort of price action is going to develop. And moving forward, as I said to you, my point of interest is this area. And if the price even if the price come back here and respect this area, that's the sign of continuation to the downside. If the price gonna break, then keep taking a pullback. The only way, if the data is negative for the dollar, and which is basically a good sign for the cable pound, let the price break, give us the confirmation, then long here. But being an intraday, it doesn't matter for us. We also, as you have seen, we have taken this long trade here. We also have taken the short trade here. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's look at the Euro USD, and then I'm going to take another one is the pound yen just quickly. Okay. All right, then I'm going to take the questions from you guys. If you look at the dollar CAD, if you look at the bigger picture, what we can see here, we have so many rejection here. You can see here this rejection, this rejection, this rejection. We also have this rejection. But as I said to you guys, being an intraday trader, we also take a short trade here. We also take a long trade here, but I'm just giving you the overall a bigger picture. And what we can see here right now is if you look at here, we have this candle is giving us specific rejection, bearish rejection, and this is the strong bullish candle is giving us the weaknesses, of the CAD against the dollar. And we are expecting some good sign news, expecting a good data for the dollar. That's the high good sign. And for me, with the way I look at it, we haven't seen any candle close above this level. So this is high probability we are expecting some push to the upside. And what I'm expecting here right now is if you look at here upcoming days, I'm going to see here, if you don't see any candle close below this level, that might be a one push, and then long here, that might be a possibility. The only way I'm looking for continue short if we see any candle close below this level. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, let's look at the 4-hour chart. In 4-hour chart, what we can see here, we have this previous candle bullishness. And if you look at the price action, we have this rejection. Price came back here and developed this high. And based on that, we had this one push. We also had this long trade here. And afterwards, the price is developing a consolidation. So we are waiting for that in intraday to price to break this consolidation. But if you look at the intraday analysis for the dollar, for the CAD, we had, this is the only analysis we had it, which is price developer consolidation and price nicely broken. And after that, the price nicely respected and price came down here. And because again, if you look at here, when you have these kind of price action, we avoid jumping into the trade. But being an intraday trader, we follow the basic price action. Based on that, we always squeeze some pips like 20 pips, 13 pips, or 15 plus pips. We can easily squeeze here. So in this scenario where we had it, we have the way we look at here, the price action, we look at here, price nicely come back here, broken and retest, price come back, the price should come back like that, price refuse. develop a false breakout and price came back and retest this level. That give us the high probability, but as mentioned, look, this breakout, price nicely broken and hit to the previous high. That's what we explain our traders time to consider banking some profit. So this is what we're looking here on dollar CAD. If you look at right now, the price action came back here. So the price developed some sort of like a consolidation. But even if you look at here, what we can see here in 4 hour, and if you look at this Bollinger Band, that's what we explain every day, is squeezing it. Means that there might be a possibility of consolidation. But again, each consolidation is also the sign of upcoming opportunity, but we'll see in upcoming days. All right, guys, so let's look at the pound yen. Normally, I analyze the market in QFX channel, MyQFX to, pound yen, pound dollar, and euro USD. Let's look at the pound yen, guys. So we're going to keep this one so at least you can see. Okay, so what we can see here, we had a nice, beautiful rally. Last week, if you watch MyQFX, YouTube channel, we had a nice, beautiful rally, short and long last week. And we had, if you look at here, this is the point of interest we look at here. We have this rejection here, and we have an early sign of this candlestick pattern, which is called bearish inside candle pattern. Price came back, refused to just break above this level. Then being an intraday, we have this beautiful rejection, which is the bearish engulfing candle. We also had this beautiful breakout, short trade here. And then later on, we did analysis. Let's look at the daily chart and see what sort of price action has been developed. So in daily, what we can see here, the price is respecting here, this area, which is previously respected here. You can see here, third time. So we have first time, second time, third time. So let's see, fourth time. So, but we are also seeing this rejection here around this area. But keep in mind, this current candle is not finished because this is the daily candle. So we're expecting to close this candle and give us the high probability trade. So this candle is giving us a very strong bullish momentum, but we'll see in upcoming days. But if you look at the 4-hour chart, we have, price came back here. We have this counter opportunity. And based on the basic price action, we always look at if the price is going to respect previous high or not, which looks like the price is respecting it. You can see it twice. That gives us the high probability of long, and we'll see. And what I'm expecting here, this is again area. If the price come back here and refuse to break this level, then I'm expecting to the downside. The only way I'm expecting a continue for long time, for high time frame, let the price break, give us the confirmation for the long. This is what we're expecting here. So if you look at here, we have the news is coming on GDP data. That's on Thursday, month by month, which is, you can see, expected as a negative. Before the news, if we see the pound yen around this level, and if the data is negative and the price refuse, then I'm expecting a huge drop on pound yen. This is what I'm expecting here. But being an intraday, as I said to you guys, we always look for the opportunity. We had a nice, beautiful trades on pound yen. Let me share with you guys. So if you look at the pound yen, we have this beautiful breakout. This is the market open breakout opportunity. We have it. And after that, we had also pullback short trade here. Let me show you here. You can see here. As soon as the price developed a false breakout, we broadcast that information at the Asian session. You can see here the price, again, because being an intraday, sometimes these kind of analysis give us the high probability trade, because once you understand the price behavior and price pattern and price structure, there's a high probability for you to squeeze. So this push, impulsive push, give us the sign, because we were expecting the price should big and give us the continuation, but prices refuse. Then we have another opportunity. What is the confirmation that the price is going to continue to the downside? So we are expecting some price should come back and reject this level, that give us the high probability. What happened here? Price came back here, give us the rejection. So for the safest trade, which is we always tell our traders, let the price break this low. There might be a possibility price might gonna be in decision situation, but the safest way, let the price come out from the, because you can see here price rejected many times. So price might gonna stay within the structure, might gonna break upside or buy down, but based on this price action, we have developed the high probability is continuation to the downside. Then we also get the confirmation based on the momentum. So you can see here the price broken and price nicely retest, give us the confirmation. There's the high probability. As soon as the first target hit, we tell our MyQFX trader it's time to consider banking some profit. So that was a beautiful trade. And then again, based on the previous price, we are looking at basic price action. The basic price action here, what exactly this sign means that any pullback would consider a high probability trade. We look at where the price might going to develop a pullback. We look at those area where the price respected many times. So you can see here the price respected here, broken and retest. So we're expecting there might be a possibility of pullback, yeah, and sign continuation. But let's say this is the high. If the price refuse to break above this level, refuse to respect this level, then let the price break and give us the confirmation for long. So what happened here? The price nicely respected. As soon as the price hit to the previous low level, we have seen the prices respecting this area. So we explain over here, there might be a possibility price might gonna come back because we look at the 4-hour chart. So we look at the 4-hour chart. Let me share with you guys here. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, you can see here, this is the point of interest we look at here. So I say, guys, there might be, because we have this rejection. So we see here, guys, price came back here. I said, if the price retests this level, then might be another push to the upside. So we look at the 4-hour and then we did another analysis based on that. That is this one. You can see here, guys, let the price break. And if the price refused, then look for the opportunity. So you can see here, price nicely broken, previous high. And we explain over trader now, price refused. You can see here, refused to break this low. Price came back here, and then we have this long trade here. And as soon as the price hit around certain level, that's what we explain over trade, it's time to bank some profit. So this is the analysis we did in MyQFX platform, which is all this analysis being broadcasted. Now we have this white analysis, means that this is the new analysis. Now we have this analysis. Now we are looking price to break, because today is first trading day of the month or week, Monday, and we don't have any high impact news, and the London session is closed. The market is a bit slow. So we are looking this breakout. We'll see where they're going to break. So this is the new analysis. This is analysis still active, because we're looking this breakout, price nicely broken. And you can see here, this is orange, means the price is, analysis still active. This one, we can say the price is already hit to the profit target and you should have banked some profit. So we broadcast that information every single day in MyQFX platform, but based on the 4-hour, we analyze the market, and that's what we do it. So I hope you enjoy this analysis, and most welcome. If you have any questions, guys, I'm here to take all of your questions now.
I guess you can just unmute yourselves. I hope you can. If you can't, let me know. I'll see what I can do. You should be able to unmute yourselves if you have any questions. Dr. K, you have any questions? I know that you come in week after week. We can't hear you.
I just watch what Trump would do.
That's interesting. Everyone is watching that. So things are changing, because the thing is, as being a trader, sometimes we feel good, sometimes we feel upset, but that's the part of the life what we can do. Some events overall looks general bad, but the market point of view, there's always opportunity, right? but we look at these kind of events, how the market makers is going to react based on that. But to be honest, with the thing is like these are the opportunities that come once in a while, but when it comes, we have to avail it because that's what we do it. So we are waiting for that. And you know, any question regarding trading or analysis or MyQFX platform, you know, just ask me. And hopefully very soon I'm going to be showing you guys how you can trade MyQFX through MyQFX to my QBN Global as a broker company, how we can trade, how you can maximize your opportunities through MyQFX. So very soon I will be broadcasting another webinar, which is I'm going to explain those information. And top of that, we are going to be doing like I'll be doing specific analysis for the specific investors who's going to open an account with the QBN Global. And that's basically our job, is to help you to maximize the opportunities. We have these skills, we have this art of platform, and I want you to don't be shy. If you have any question, there's no as such stupid question, but even if you have any question, just ask this question. This is the opportunity for you to learn something. And as a part of the community, our job is to help you, provide you as much as help and support and information, so we all succeed together.
Thank you, Ashraf. I guess everyone's just watching now. We all just need to get our trading shoes on now. I think we've spent a long time working on the other side. I'm sure there's going to be a few people who are probably Roberto's on the call. I don't see him. Roberto, you don't have any questions today? I'm just going through the list. But we always have the recording, and the recording will get translated. I have to remember to get things done. But again, if there's no more questions, then I think we can thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch. Okay, you can watch the recording, and after the recording, if you have any questions, you can make your notes and ask into the next webinar. So
I think everybody's looking forward to the new products, the new webinar content that you're going to be pushing out. And
yeah, definitely.
Everybody's going to be looking forward to that. So I'll just say then thank you very much to everybody for joining the call. And we are looking forward to the next phase of growth of where we are and where we're going, right, Ashraf Noor?
Absolutely. 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 I'm looking forward to it. I'm also developing so many, content, so many layouts, that how I can help you guys, and how can help QBN Global, traders. And we are working day and night building those contents, and looking forward to you guys, and with a new excitement. So I'm also working on planning to do some sort of like live trading show where we can analyze the so we're going to be analyzing the market in real time, and we'll see how the market is going to perform. And then you can practice at the same time on the MyQFX platform and see the result. So I'm going to show you how generally trading. So we are working these kind of things, how we can, compile it. So looking forward to it. Meanwhile, watch this recording, and any questions?
I see a hand up. Shabazz has a hand up. Is that a hand up, Shabazz?
Yes. Hi, how are you, Ashraf?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
Hey, I'm great, man. I'm great. So my question is, earlier I heard you said that in the near future, you'll be, if I'm not mistaken, in the near future, you'll be showing us how to trade on QFX, right?
That's right. That's right.
So my question is, will that be trading similar to like when you trade with a broker through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is gonna happen, like, because there's a lot of, because setting up broker, and this requires a hell of intensive work, which is team are behind the scene, they are working day and night. So once that is done, then what we can do, I'm going to do the live webinar where I can show you two things. Number one is how you can trade my QBN Global as a broker and your live account through MyQFX, right? Second is I'm going to do live. I'm not trying to do a session in a live training, live analysis. I'm going to do it in real-time analysis for you as it being an intraday. And then I'll show you, what kind of opportunities is going to develop and what we're going to take those action. So I want to give you that experience and we'll see how that's going to work. So we have this plan. So let's see how this is going to go. But meanwhile, if you have any questions or any, queries regarding the trading, regarding the MyQFX platform, this is the opportunity you can basically talk to me and I'm more than happy to help you guys.
Okay.
Thank you. And Roberto, you should be able to unmute if that's what you wanted to do.
Okay. Thank you, Shasha. Thank you, Ashraf. Is
You're
possible
welcome.
share my screen?
If you want it,
I
then
want
yeah.
to say to all the people,
Let me just
my
make you
experience.
co-host. To share the screen, I
Yeah.
need to make you co-host.
Okay.
There you go. You should be able to now share the screen.
Okay. In the last weeks, okay. First, excuse me, my English is very bad. I from Colombia. My language is Spanish, but I make all the possible for send my message. I share my screen.
Sure.
Okay, this is my platform, MyQFX.
Wow. Look, Roberto is making pips every single day. Wow.
Okay,
Look at the
now
greens.
I say to all, it's only a test, but I invite to all peoples to test our platform. Our platform is real platform, is powerful, powerful platform. The only that we to make for all is enter to the masterclass all the Monday and test our platform. This is my test.
Nice.
At the start, 6 months ago, my trading is very, very bad. But in the last masterclass, I understand a little more, a little more, a little more. Today is more easy. Check my trades.
Wow. Wow.
This
Very good,
trades
man.
is only with the masterclass. Only the masterclass and try. For me, each day is more easy.
Yeah.
It's because you're
For example,
constantly looking
this
at
is XAU USD, Gold USD.
Yeah.
This indicator is very, very powerful. When the histogram
change the red,
and the line is in the same side,
direction.
Plus, I can to view is up to down, then is very, very powerful confirmation of trade. In our platform, we have the
FXMO, yeah.
assessor advisor, FXMO.
Yeah.
This video teach to all how to use our indicator. It's very powerful. MyQFX is very powerful. The academy is very powerful. Ashraf Noor is very powerful. Our system is very, very real and powerful system. Is only my testimonial.
Thank you for sharing, because that's
Thank
very
you
powerful.
to you, Shasha, Dr. Key. Thank you, Ashraf.
Thank you so much.
Very
Regards
powerful.
from Colombia to all.
No, thank you, Roberto, for sharing, because it's validating all the work Ashraf Noor is doing on the masterclasses every week. And you've just demonstrated if you are consistent and persistent and carry on practicing, you get better. And the academy is already powerful, and we have nearly 100 and even Ashraf Noor doesn't know, nearly 120. We've got 20 more videos left, 140 new videos to go into the academy from beginner, intermediate to advanced, and they are all corporate branded MyQFX. So they have been
Platform, yeah.
like trademarked now moving forward. And a lot of time has gone in. They started in November, December, January.
Yeah.
It's taken because every single video has been you professionally done with the start and the content and it's all MyQFX, and they'll go into MyQFX Academy. Will also go into QMind. So it's all happening, as Ashraf says, behind the scene. And hopefully social trading will come up as well, and you will be able to give everybody the demonstration once we're ready for QMT6. So lots of things.
Yes. Yeah. So it's opportunities to learn and trade, and basically share your trade with other people, let them take advantage, and you make profit. So it's basically we are creating a win-win situation for all of you guys. So
QBN
I
money,
think that
MyQFX money, my
exactly.
money.
Exactly. So, things takes time, but to be honest, the thing is we have to make sure that, we have the edge of technology support and everything. My team is constantly working, right? I'm taking a break just to concentrate how we can enhance the training material, how I can do it. And I'm building a lot of my own training material, my own site for this platform. That's what I'm, working day and night to not to disturb and finish these things. So hopefully you will see there's a lot of interesting content I'm going to release for the MyQFX platform, which is going to be based on the daily market situation. So for example, today, how we analyze the market, this is what we did, but this is what you did. And if you just watch those daily, the price action, you will develop your knowledge. And this is the way it works. More you see it, more subconsciously you're programming yourself those patterns, that's price action. And then as soon as the future price change, you say, aha, this is going to happen. And then you take this opportunity. So that's my job, is to not to just go in 2 weeks or yesterday. I'm going to tell you today how we did it and how we analyze it based on what kind of price action we have used it, what kind of pattern we have used it. And then I'm going to explain every single day, and then you will see it, and then that's going to build the confidence. Exactly like Roberto mentioned that he attended this, master class, and he's improved their trading. But if I'm going to be creating more of these kind of content, that's definitely is going to help you guys. So stay in touch, and definitely. Is there any questions? I think we already finished 1 hour now.
Let me look in the chat before we close. Great question, says my microphone's not yet. No more questions. Thank you, Ashraf. Next week, we will be back, same time, same place, trading away. And hopefully, like Roberto, somebody else will be sharing their platform and their success. And what's the word? You know, when you learn to drive a car and you pass your driving test, you're still a little bit rusty. And then over time, once you start to drive, you can do it without thinking. You know the routes, right? You could have your eyes closed and you could reach your destination. I guess that's what will happen with them using my platform as well. So thank you, everybody. Take care. And have a good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon.
Thank you, bye.
Take care.
Good
Thank you,
afternoon.
Ashraf. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.